What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bucked Up Hay. It's going to be an exciting day today, so let's get rolling. Everyone is currently out for lunch right now, so I'm going to take that time to get ahead and start prepping our grass ground to be moved over to silage. I also want to test a theory that I've been seeing. After you cut grass, apparently you can roll the ground and it fixes the whole needs rolling thing. So we're going to test that out a little bit later. The 8100 is currently the tractor we'll use for a lot of these tasks, as the Kubota's got to be used for the bale work. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, and if you're not, well then I hope we can make it a little bit better by tuning into today's episode. The co-op ground is our furthest away distance-wise, so that's why we'll knock it out first. Following that, we are going to get the two hay fields baled up. Then we'll bring out that roller, because I am tempted to see whether the rolling stuff finally gets fixed. I've been having such a problem with that. So if you guys do enjoy the Bucked Up Hay Farm and you'd love to see more, be sure to head down below, smash that like button, subscribe down below. We're keeping the energy rolling on the race to 200,000 subs as I continue my quest to become the richest farmer on this series. It's not looking good because of that bin right there, but I'm trying, man. I'm trying. If you guys missed it on our last episode, we did a trade deal with Grant. I ended up sending my merger back so I could get rid of my lease payment, and he pretty much gave his rake to me because I bought the Farm King rake that both rakes and teds at the same time. He is yet to sell his tedder, but the main goal was to limit the amount of time we're wasting doing two jobs that now can be done as one. I think next time we mow this, though, I am going to do 4 headlands because it makes the merging lines a lot nicer since this thing pulls in 2 lanes at one time. Looks as though today's high is supposed to be 62 degrees and sunny. We are working on 4-day seasons, so the math behind it is each day is a week, meaning we're officially halfway through the month of April. I just thought about this. My baler is currently sitting over at dates. There it is. We'll have to finish up baling his field. Dang it. We might do that after we get done with the merging. I completely forgot about that. We had quite a bit of fun doing this field over last weekend's live stream. I'm kind of picking up some of these extra little scraps, but we don't really DVR my live streams anymore because I think that's part of the problem why I can't get my 100K plaque. So until we get that issue resolved, we're not going to be like leaving streams up once we're done. But if you guys are interested in tuning into live streams, I usually do those on Saturday morning, and if I can get far enough ahead on schedule, we might start streaming throughout the weeks again. We might actually crank that radio on and cue 3800 the buck to just do some nice fun baling. Let's get it. give ourselves a little bit of a check on the bale counter. That's awesome. Nate's gonna have probably close to 35, at least maybe 40. Our round bale net is starting to go down, so I will have to make sure those pallets are available at the house. We are going to be probably taking down the one shed later this afternoon in favor of building the new one. It's about that $1,000 difference to put up the new shed, but I think that'll help us be able to store things maybe like the manure spreader, but also put in the other pallet system where we can store all of the seed, the wrap, everything that's already in the shed. If we get time today, and I don't know if we will, we might actually head over to Austin's and look at if we can plant some ground for him. He's currently getting caught up in traffic right now trying to get home, and he doesn't know if he's going to make it back in time to really get planting. So I do want to make sure he gets a crop in, since he is able and willing to help me. But I also have to make sure I can get all of my work done so I can achieve the 4 cuttings this year. Looks like we're going to have a lot of streaming content ahead of us if that's the case. We'll finish up on Nate's ground though and head back to my place. I'm going to bale the stuff that's already hay on my own property. And there's enough scraps laying around that if I need to get the baler full one more time, I'll do that so I can start fresh with the stuff at the house. For data reasons, I should have been writing down how many bales each of these fields would produce. I think out of this field we got 6 last time because I had 4 of them that were silage and 2 of them that were hay. Forgot to reset the counter again. Dang it. So whatever this total is, plus 1. We have our 6, but I highly doubt I'm going to pull 7 out of my rear. There is absolutely no way there's enough material to make one, but it is an increase in profits unless we only have 5. I can do basic math. I do kind of hope somebody comes back from lunch because I am getting kind of lonely. It does look we are only going to get 80 bales out of the 2 spools, which is completely fine with me. I think to maybe prevent the baler from breaking, I'm just going to wait until each time both nets are completely gone. I think that's what broke it last time. I decided to keep filling it middle of the way through its cycle, and it just broke the baler. Round bale net, cool. Breaking the baler, not so cool. We also don't have any cheese. That's all we really have for the baler until we get more fields mowed. So I'm going to grab that bale loader, take these back to the shed. Then we'll grab that roller and test out our little experiment on the ground. Oh. Bye, Jake.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I might need to get some stuff from you at the co-op later.
Oh, okay. What you needing?
I think I will have to get a couple of those straw bales, probably 5 of them. I don't think I'm going to have enough to get through to the oat harvest.
I gotcha. We can get that taken care of, not a problem.
Yay! Are you ready to get the day started?
Oh, you know, I just been eating me a lovely can of soup. I had lunch. It was
yes,
good.
that sounds delicious.
It looked really good, but
it got the job done.
It got the job done.
That's all that matters. All right, well, we'll check back in with you later, bud.
Okay, before you go, just so you know, that field by my place has been ready to get cut, in case you didn't know.
What if I told you I already merged it and it's ready to bale?
My place?
Oh, no, not your place. I thought you were talking about the co-op. No,
Oh,
I'm working
no.
my way around between Nate's ground and Grant's ground. I'm finally getting back to doing all my stuff again.
Gotcha. All right, well, just give me a ring you need anything.
Yep, sounds good. We'll see you, bud. Yay, I'm not lonely. I don't know exactly when we're going to take on this project yet, but that does make me question if I am to put one of those pallet storages inside the shed, like I did with the other one, can it fit in a shed this big? Yes, it can, but let's just see how big this shed is. Oh, that'll be easy. That'll be light work. And I think with our manure spreader, it can fit in there. Yes! We are so building that shed this episode, it's not even funny. I gotta go get my merger though, so let's go do that. The Kubota is definitely faster than this tractor, so we will be loading bales with that, not this. Scratch that, we're gonna run the roller first. 1, I wanna see if it clears out some of these weeds that I'm seeing in the grass. And 2, we'll see if it fixes our rolling problem. Can this thing do what it told me it would do as advertised? It's not weeding, but I can see a difference. Is it also double fertilizing it? Wait a minute. That makes no sense. So it's not rolling it, but it's fertilizing it. What? This makes 0 sense. I'm so confused. I give up at this point, man. That slightly makes the manure spreader completely pointless. Because now I got a free fertilizer. Oh, you bet your sweet bippy I'm still going to use that thing. I spent $52,000 on it. Cattle aren't going to need fed for a while because 1, these guys have the meadow, and 2, I just filled all this stuff up yesterday on the 2nd, and 3, there are a lot more tasks to do than feed the cows. I'll give Nate a ring later this afternoon so he can know how many bales he ended up getting. I just have to remember 41, 41, 41. I don't remember how many I got out of this field. All I know is that it's +1. I'm just going to store these, though. It's not worth it to sell them quite yet. Oh, Jake's over at the farmer's market. He must be selling off the dry corn. We'll see what we're actually at when we get back to the storage shed, because I have been horrible about writing my stuff down. I think I'm going to prioritize actually building a stash first, so if I want to sell, we have a backlog of bales to sell rather than, oh, I need to go and cut some so I can instantly sell it. Be prepared, not be caught unprepared. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty now. I'm gonna get that manure spreader loaded up because I do want to test that out before I just go out and roll, so whatever I don't have in manure, I can just finish it off with the roller. This is a great time to note that you're gonna want to keep your stuff clean, so if you want to keep all of your dung off of your crud flunger, then be sure to go to your local John Deere dealer and check out Andy Clean. Get some good clean fun, not some stinky poo-poo shun. Hold on. 18.4. I swear I saw the Kubota was also at 18 something. The deer might actually be ready to pass the Kubota in hours. That's still a pretty fun game, so if you guys want to join in on the fun, let me know down below which tractor's going to have more hours by the time we get off this save. It will be the deer or it will be the Kubota. I think it's still going to be the Kubota. That thing's got a lot of jobs that it has to do, but this one's not going to be too far behind it. This is going to be more of a test pull than anything because I know I don't have enough manure to cover the entire farm. By the power of camera magic, you're going to watch this thing get filled in 1 bucket. Wow, that was really, really quick. That totally didn't take me 12 minutes. I didn't need to fill it fully up, but it's more of the experiment just to see how fast does that manure spreader actually empty. Because if I do all of that work to load it, and I've already depleted half my stock, and I can't even spread 2 fields that are small, yeah, we're going to be using the heck out of that roller. Also, 18.5 hours to 18.5 hours. The deer's going to do it. The deer is finally going to surpass the Kubota. Just to see how far the spread width is on this, I do want to throw the GPS lines. But remember, we're doing this by eye, not GPS. Please tell me I'm not gonna waste my money. It's not depleting as fast as I thought it would, but... oh, never mind. Yeah, that's going down pretty quick. Yeah! So we are getting at least the double fertilized. That is helpful. Let's just keep on going. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to use this manure spreader as much as I wanted to. I don't even think we're gonna get the 1 field spread. And if we do, we're gonna be cutting it close. The dung flunging brigade might have bit on more than it can chew. At least get 1 field spread. That'll make me happy. You can't beat free fertilizer, but when it only lasts for 5 seconds and covers 3% of what you need it to, yeah, you're gonna have to save up for a couple years in poo storage. It's working nice, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that depleted a lot faster than I thought it would. We'll spread the rest of this field with manure just because I don't want to leave it hanging. Definitely pulled smooth though, so that is nice. I will have to get that weed problem addressed. That is not what I want to see in my fields. That little field might only take like 6 or 7 dumps from the buckets. I guess I could check on the animals. I know they don't need stuff right now, but I just didn't check at all. Oh, that'll be fine. Milk's almost a trailer. Could use a bit of straw, but I gotta wait for Jake on that. And these guys, completely fine. Water in the greenhouse is also gonna be just fine. Nice thing is that I have enough cows that if I really needed to, I can shift over more from the breeding pen and get more manure. Like I said in one of my earlier videos, I don't want to cram that cattle pen full of animals. That's not fair to them. I wouldn't want to see 50 of me stuffed into a tiny little room. Did I just dump that all into the cattle pen? No, I got 20%. Okay. And bingo, there is another field. Yeah, I bet this would probably take 2 to 3 loads just to do that field. And I do not have that in bulk storage. Looks like we are heading over to the roller. Yeah, manure spreader, not a bad purchase. Just don't have enough material stored up to really justify owning it yet. That'll just come with time. I think we need to jump in the MacDon and start cutting some more grass. Let's get to it. Dang, this thing needs Andy clean too. It's filthy. I'm gonna start cutting all these fields with 4 headlands just because it makes it easier with the rake and the merger. I see a tractor icon over at Jake's. That must mean he got a lawnmower, because his yard looks pretty dang nice. What are you hiding, Jake? Now I gotta know. Ah, you cheeky son of a gun. I see how it is, Jake. I see how it is. I think I'll finally give Nate a call and let him know about his bales.
Yellow.
Hey, I wanted to let you know I finished up doing your bales out in the field. You got 41 of them sitting out there.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna need every single one of those.
I don't have anything on the bale loader, so that if you want to grab that up at the shed, more than welcome to, because I won't need it for a while.
10-4, I'll grab it probably a little bit later today. I'm in the middle right now of rolling fields.
Same. Well, I was. Get this. I tried going into the field and rolling the grass, right? Someone was saying that if you roll the grass right after you cut it, it gets rid of the needs rolling. Yeah, I went and did that. It didn't roll it, but it fertilized at a second stage, so that's a cheat code.
Yeah, well, that's what it's supposed to do. The needs rolling is like once you plant it, that's what that is. And you need to roll the seeds. So once it's grown once, the only way to get the needs rolling gone is to roll it after it's been seeded.
But see, that's the part that doesn't make any sense, because it's a roller, seeder, and a weeder.
It's a grass roller, though. It's not a actual roller. You need like the kind of roller that I got.
Is it? Yeah. I had a Dalbo for like $3,500 that I had originally, and I'm like, you know what, just get rid of it. Because if I have to completely reseed every single field, I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, no, you have to kind of reseed it first, then you roll it with that roller, then it gets rid of the need rolling permanently.
I mean, if I wanted to overseed it again, I'll wait until winter time when I got a bit more, you know, material to work with.
Yeah, you just planted that grass. One little thing to boost to, what, 5% yield isn't really worth it.
No. I mean, if I just get free fertilizer by, you know, grass rolling it, then that's already worth the money. I mean, I dropped 52 grand on a manure spreader to work with Grant on, and he'll pay me half. I don't have enough material to go through to justify owning it.
How big of a manure spreader is it?
It's that peak right. It's about a 20,000 liter fill capacity. If you need to use it, you're more than welcome.
I'm about to say, I'm thinking about, you know, there's a bunch of chicken farms up north. I'm thinking about contacting some of those and getting some manure from them. And I really don't want to buy a manure spreader if I can help it.
Nope, I got one sitting over there, so we can use it as a thing, whether you want to pay me or we find out some way to use it.
Yeah, I mean, I found out manure from those chicken farms are like $4 grand to 50,000 liters.
Jeez.
So it's like nothing for a couple of ton from them. Alright, well, I appreciate it, bud. I'll go over there and start collecting bales eventually. I just got a lot of rolling. Oh, I got a question for you.
What?
I heard you've been doing a lot of mechanic work for Grant.
I can, just depends on what you're asking.
Well, I found an old John Deere 410 that was in the back of my property, is in the woods. It cranks and it runs, but it don't drive.
Won't drive.
I drove it a little bit, and then the transmission decided it wanted to no longer live.
So what does that mean for me?
I wanted to see if you could take a look at it to see if you could fix the transmission or not.
I don't know exactly when I'll get to it because I'm out mowing right now.
Oh yeah, no, do what you're currently doing. I don't need it no time soon. Just eventually it'd be nice to get it, see if you can get it, take a look at it.
Hang on, was that what was sitting out in the field earlier? Because I seen that thing when I was going by finishing out the bales.
Yeah.
It quit on you in the middle of a field.
It transmission decided it wanted to break right there.
That makes sense.
Is what it is. Alright, I'll see you, bud.
Sounds good. We'll see it. I guess that makes it a little bit more justified that I bought the manure spreader. I'd say we're well over the halfway part for this field. Cutting pretty nicely. I think Jake's actually doing something over in the field next to me. But the south side of this field, I believe I'm going to use the merger to separate it off, and we'll make that silage, and the north side will make hay, and next cutting we'll flip that. Our 4 headland system is working very nicely, and like I mentioned earlier, it'll work better when we have our windrowers come through because it pulls 2 passes at once. If I find anything else that's entertaining in this field, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, we'll catch you back down at the storage shed to start cleaning it out so we can get the new shed built, and then we'll go and wrap some silage bales. What the heck is he doing? It looks like a oh, he's weeding. Hey, Jake.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing over there?
I'm hoeing.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I'm like, I see you going by, and I'm like, what job could he be doing?
Well, this guy was really worried about weeds in his field, so he said, I need you to go out there and hoe them while they're early. And I said, okay, if you want me to. I don't know if you've looked in this field, but there are no weeds.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, I think I know what he's doing, but there's nothing in there, so why is he doing it?
Hey, man, I asked the guy $58,000.
Holy cow, I'd take that deal.
So I was like, hey, dude, there's no weeds out here, but I'm heading down and back. You want me to keep doing that? And he said yes.
Is it
That's
David?
what I'm doing. Yeah, it's David.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Money bags, got it.
Also not the brightest light bulb in the box.
Oh, inheritance?
I think so. That's all I needed.
Okay. All good. I'll be over here for a while.
Before I go, the straw bales. Can I just go down to the thing and pick them up? Like, are they down there already, or would you need to buy and order them in?
I can order them in. I can get them ordered in. Do you want to just pick them up?
Actually, I think I can wait, because I still have to go do some more mowing and building a new shed and stuff. So.
It's up to you. You just let me know if you need it in a hurry. We can get it to you, so it's no problem.
Sounds good. We'll see you later, Chief. I find it funny that I have owned the pallet forks sitting next to my shed for probably close to almost a full season now, and I have yet to use them once. About $1.50 worth of manure, so we'll just take that out and put it in the heap quick, because we're going to use the pallet forks to get those pallets out. About the only reason that side door on the shed currently is actually useful. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough time to really run up to Austin to get his stuff done. I could maybe drive up there and look at it, but there is no way I'm going to be able to get everything set up, organized, bought, shipped in, and done before it would even be him getting back. I got some pallets to move, though, so let's get to it. This is a prime example of you never know how much stuff you actually have until you have to move it. That sucks. Anyways, you know what's not going to suck? It's a brand new building. $15,000. And then, of course, it's going to say, oh, it overlaps with another object. Well, too bad. We're going to do this. Yeah, look at that. That's a good looking shed. I'll have to open up the doors so I can actually paint the ground on the inside. Oh, never mind, the concrete floors. Mint. Oh, that one I'll have to do. That's okay. Now comes the most important part, which would be the silo. I think the first things I'll try and shimmy over is probably going to be the water trailer and the manure spreader. The pallets kind of stink for these little storage stuffs because it takes off what's on the pallet to store it for visuals. But the system just, it's so nice to be able to go in there and select what you want to come out, and then it just pops right out the front half of the door. There's no trying to sift it out through a shelf. There's no real confusion. It's just grab what you need and go. It does look, I think, significantly better aesthetically, and I hope functionality-wise we're able to use this shed to our advantage. I think this shed's also wider, which helps me because the way the shed's laid out is deeper than the other shed. That looks good. We have 25 out of 36 slots, so still could buy a couple things if we needed to. But yeah, that's the one part that sucks, is that it just takes off all the stuff on the pallets. Husky on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Clean, baby, clean. Definitely should have brought this in from the other direction, but it works. Let's get the rest of this stuff inside. Looks good enough to eat for me. The load trail sadly had to be demoted to sitting back outside again. Just not really enough space unless I want to block in the fuel trailer. I mean, I guess I could. I don't really use it as much, but it won't hurt this thing to really sit outside. I also could just put it in my main garage, since really only my pickup and the International sit in there, and that does not take up all the room. Probably should go clean up the baler. The last thing I really got to do is go down and make some silage bales. I still cannot believe how many bales this wrapper has actually had gone through it and still has yet to need a complete refill. We might throw one of the round bale nets in the baler because I know we're going to do more than 10 bales, and that sucker's going to need some new net if we're going to keep baling. We'll figure it out eventually, just got to get the work done. I am going to project that we will get, I'd say at least 15 out of this field. It's not like it's a small chunk of land. Just to be safe, let's reset the counter and just add 2 to the end of the total. These windrows seem a lot smaller than the ones I was doing over at Nate's, so must not be performing as good. That or we just did a better job at raking this. No, wait, that's right, this was merged. Wonder if the merger just does a better job throwing it into tighter packed rows. Oh, I see a Jake standing over there. What's cooking good looking?
Hey, I just wanted to ask real quick, how many straw bales did you need? Was it 6?
5. Did you already get 6, or did you?
No, nope, just wanted to double check. But straw and squares or round?
Yeah, we'll do straw squares.
Okay, I'll get that placed in here. I have to do me a little run into town, but if you want, you can pick them up right from distribution, or I can take them out to you if I get back and you haven't gotten around to it.
Where are they? Would they be in this shed right here behind you?
Yeah, I can have one of my part-timers actually move them over into the shed if you want.
They can be wherever. It doesn't matter if I pick them up or you drop them off. All I just need them is just to go into my back storage shed, however that works.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to my boys who handle logistics, and I might be able to get them to just drop it at a closer location for you to pick up with your forks or whatever if you want.
I can figure it out when I get there. Like I said, I'm more worried about getting the silage bales baled up right now, and I'll have to take off and go get some stuff in town anyways.
Alrighty, well, I'll get that stuff ordered for you.
Sounds good. Just let me know what the price tag is on it, and we can get that sent over to you.
Yes, sir. Give me a ring you need anything.
Will do. I gotta learn to shut my mouth sometimes. It's a lot easier in the editor now because I can zone out my own voice because Jake's audio is separate. It's one of the best things I've done to help optimize and make my videos a little better. I can make it sound like I actually shut up. We gotta be getting close to that round bale limit with 3 bales, I think? So hopefully we can make it all the way around, and I'll just run back to the house quick and grab a pallet. There goes Jake with our bales. Those came in quick. I hope he doesn't think I'm chasing him. I'm just trying to get to my next run. If I am going to be doing over 500 bales a season, I'm going to be going through quite a bit of bale net in reality. So I think the amount that I bought and have in storage kind of is almost justified now. That pass is going to be pretty dang filling though, because I think that's like 3 or 4 rows shuffled together to make one. Some of these lines might be pretty heavy and the other ones are going to be light, just kind of dependent on how I threw it together. Not to mention, I haven't even went and remowed Austin's big patch that sits right between the oat ground and the creek crossing. I know I'm not going to get that big chunk that was on the backside, but we got all of that grass too. So our stockpile is going to be pretty dang huge. When the math does come out to it, we hit 30 bales for silage. That's perfect because we actually have almost a 50-50 split between all of our hay ground and the current silage ground. But from a mathematical side, that's really good to understand how much product I can get out of my fields. Let's see if I can make 32. I think we can get pretty close. 56? Oh, easy. That is light work to fill up.
20 minutes later.
Sadly, I underestimated myself. 31 will be the number because I'm going to save this for the next field. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I just saw Nate blow by and head up to the house. What is he doing? Hold on, we got a possible intruder alert on the farm. Oh, I bet you he's going to pick up his bales finally. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I know what he's doing. I do have my skid steer trailer down there, though, so I can just take this and we can just haul it back. With 31 bales to wrap, we could definitely be here a little while. Let's get loading and check back in if anything else interesting happens. Oh, there goes Nate. Kind of try and get our furthest bales first. Jake is Jake mow grass. I might actually ask him if he's got a counterweight, because then I can haul 2 bales at once. Question for you. Do you happen to have a counterweight?
Oh, you know, I did, but I think I sold it. How much weight do you need?
Enough that I could possibly pick up 2 grass bales at once and just haul them over, because I got 30 of them to haul, and, well, hauling one at a time might take a little bit.
Trying to think here. I don't think I have any 3-point attach, anything to weigh you down. I think everything I have is hitch.
No, that's all right. I just wanted to hop on over and see if you had anything. It's all good.
Well, sorry. If I had something, I'd obviously let you use it. But they got some weights for sale. A couple of weights for sale down there at the shop. You might talk to them boys.
Well, let's see here. Oh, there's a nice 900 for deer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Jake.
Oh, by the way, if you need any rock for your Missouri crossings or your driveway or I don't care what, come get rock.
Come get rock.
You need rock.
Seems like a little rocky.
I spent $100,000 and built a building that constantly just gives me rock. Yeah, that's the appropriate response. Now, what if I told you there was another building that I could buy that turns rock into products? That would be cool. Until you hear that building is $370,000.
Hey, you know, we could have had that money if you didn't see the giant tin can structure behind you.
Well, you know, I mean, I could go to the bank and get the money now.
Oh, did Nate finally pay you?
Yeah. I mean, he's not looking too good. He's a little low on cash, but I'm okay.
Oh, okay, that's good. I'm only $30,000 in debt, but I still got to get a $26,000 check from Grant. I bought a manure spreader, and he wanted to go 50-50. And then if Nate wants to borrow it, then I just got to rent it out to him.
Yeah.
I can make a lot of money.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, hey, if you need anything else, you just...
Sounds good. Enjoy mowing your lawn, Jake. Have fun.
Well, I will.
Pick on a lawnmower, Jake mow grass?
Yes, sir. Vroom, vroom.
We don't need a huge weight for the rear, but I would like to get something that can hold the back end down a bit. Heck, even if I could find a bale spike that was a 3-point, and I know we don't have one of those. I might just go and pick this up. It's $760. It's cheap weight, so I might as well go and do it. Looks a little dorky with it being green on the back of orange, but hey, it's weight. Oh, like light work. That is perfect. Let me get a couple of these into the wrapper, and then if we need to load down the boxes, we'll run back to the house with the Ford. I got off the phone with Jake. I'm going to see if he could possibly run that weeder through this field. He wants me to check out what it did to my grass.
I set it on this piece right here. You can see from about where I'm standing right here to here. That's where I, set it. The grass that's here, lowest state, which is what it's supposed to do.
Yes.
What we want to check is the weed status here. Now, as we can see, these weeds did not get affected, which means these ones are too large and too rooted in. So ones that are a stage smaller than this, I guess, will.
I'm gonna need to have you come in here and then spray for those, as well as the rest of the farm, because I know it's starting to get heavy on the creek bed, like the one right off the highway. There's a couple bad spots in there. I don't want this to infest the rest of the field. So once I get done mowing all of it and getting the bales out, I'll have you come in there with a round of weed killer.
Yeah, honestly, based off of what I see, I think you'd be better off going that route than trying this harrow. I don't think you're gonna hoe these out the way you'd want them to.
I would be willing to pay you for that because it's gonna save me time. I know I have the equipment to do it, but I'm also gonna be doing baling, wrapping, all of that. I'm gonna have a lot more tasks, and if you want to rip this out and get some more business, I definitely can do that because I don't have anything else to do with you. Like, unless I'm buying fuel or storing bales.
How many fields do you want me to run the harrow through? And then how many, do you want all of them herbicided?
I'm gonna need all of them herbicided, but for land, we'll do the co-op ground, and then probably the 2 big fields up north, because I can take care of the rest of this. That Florida field shape, I know you could get this stuff through there, but it's kind of got a bit more tighter turns.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, well, we can definitely do that.
So if you want to write up a quote for me, go ahead. But yeah, herbicide and any weeds are just resetting and fertilizing.
Sounds good, bud.
Thank you, sir. Oh, that counterweight's doing miracle work. I can carry both of them. It still is a little back top heavy in the front, but it works nicely.
One on sale?
Yeah, I got the deer one, a little heavier.
Very nice.
Once again, giving Jake a little bit of business, but also helping me out with maximizing the yieldage I can get from the crops. Gotta find the cheapest way to do this if we have to do this 4 times a year. We are down to 3 bales, meaning I did my math right, but this would have been really nice to have that 30-second bale. But I didn't want to have one skimpy one. Why am I only taking... okay, the last load will be 2 of them then. I am losing my mind. Do I have a Jake that it might be sitting next to his intercom?
You do? Hi.
You could do the weeding on this field. I'm loading the last 2 bales on the wrapper right now, but once you get to where that bale line is, you could just push it over and out of the way, because I don't want to get behind on that.
Yeah, no, understandable. You want to do that. We want to get that done before the grass grows. I agree.
Yep, I will start moving my way north, because everything down south is done.
All right, well then I will start on the south side here, and we'll make some contact a little bit and work our way up north.
How much do I owe you for those straw bales again?
Off the top of my head, I want to say it was around like 8,000, 8,500 ballpark. I'd have to math it up again.
Okay. Yeah, we might have to take in some hay bales if we're going to be paying for that. With that amount of straw, it should easily be able to get us to our oat season so we can get the straw from that. I have just been in dire need of straw for the last few months, and at this point, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and pay for it. This is what happens when you don't come prepared. I think next time we'll end up taking a load of hay in so Jake can get his payments. I'll obviously pay him beforehand, but that way our storage problem is out of the way. That looks a lot better. I like that. But the cows don't really need fed, so I'm going to run back to the Kubota and we'll finish out the day. Just want to say thank you guys all for tuning in to BUCH'D Hay Farming. Be sure to check out the rest of the playlist in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to head back to the house and get my next adventure started. So we shall see you guys all in the next one. Be sure to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We'll see you in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.